Hi, I'm Amanda from So You Can, and I just wanted to make a quick film to tell you a little bit about one of our upcoming classes. This class is on Saturday the 17th of September from 10 until 5. It's an all-day class. And we are going to be making a Chanel inspired jacket. So a blazer, a jacket that is inspired by that classic Chanel style. This is my version here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I've gone for quite an 80s fabric, but you could obviously make a much more classic, understated version in a lovely black tweed or a houndstooth or something like that. I wanted to talk to you very quickly about the jacket because I think it's the kind of jacket that lots of people would wear and would want to have in their wardrobe. And I think that maybe some people think, oh, a jacket, a blazer, that's a bit tricky for me. I probably couldn't sew something like that. So I just wanted to reassure you that you probably can, and although it is a very impressive sew, it is the kind of thing that I think people would be blown away if you said, oh, I actually made this. It isn't as tricky as you would think. If you have a wee look at the jacket, it doesn't have a collar, there's nothing at all around the neckline. It doesn't have any fastenings either, so there's no buttons, there's no zip, there's nothing like that to think about. It's a fairly straight and kind of boxy style. It doesn't have any darts, but it does get a little bit of shape from a princess seam. It's a really great kind of introduction to princess seams actually, because sometimes they can be really curved, and these ones are fairly straight, so it's a good way to tackle your first princess seam. It's also fully lined, the jacket. I've gone for a plain lining, but I think if you went for quite a plain and understated outer, you could do quite a bold print or a wacky lining in there. So it is fully lined, and that's something that obviously we would guide you through that process. So yeah, just wanted to quickly reassure people that it is actually not as complicated a sew as you might think, but definitely one that is very impressive. And it's on in the studio on Saturday the 17th of September, 10 to 5. Lunch is provided. The pattern, as always, for us is included in the cost of the class. We'll send the pattern to you in the post in advance of the class. Again, there's no charge for the postage. And what we would suggest to you is that you cut out your pattern pieces and mark in all your notches, cut out your fabric before you come to the class, and that's just to maximise the time in the studio actually sewing the jacket. It's an improver level dressmaking class, so we would assume that you would be comfortable already measuring your body, cutting out your pattern pieces and cutting out your fabric. If that's something that you're not quite sure about, then perhaps it's not the class for you, and take a look at some of our beginner dressmaking classes where we do all of that in the studio. So first of all, we teach you how to measure your body and cut out a pattern, and how to actually cut out your fabric. But if you're at that improver level and you're fairly confident doing that, then this is definitely one to consider, I'd say.